Hello and welcome to Hobby Days, where in this video I'll be showing you how to start with a chain. This method is used when creating an oval shape in amigurumi for pieces such as paws, feet, snouts, for projects such as my teddy bear. If you fancy having a go at making it yourself, you'll find the links to all of my patterns in the description below. If you're looking at making round pieces, check out my earlier video on how to start with a magic circle. Okay, so we're going to start by making a slip knot. So make a loop, pull the yarn through, insert your hook and pull the working yarn to close up that loop. Now we're going to chain 9 for this example, and to make a chain, go under the yarn, pick up with your hook and pull through, and make sure you use the length of the hook to keep it consistent, being sure not to pull the yarn too tight. So that makes 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So in this example the pattern reads 1 stitch into the second chain from the hook, which is this one just here, but we're only going to work into this single loop and work the stitch in the usual way. Yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through, boot. And now we want to work 1 stitch into the next 6 stitches. So there's our first stitch. And 2. You'll notice once you've worked a few stitches it does actually start to curl up a little, so just tease it back into shape. And I'm going to put a stitch marker in that first stitch. This helps keep track of our stitch count as well as easily identifying the first stitch of the next round. So we've already worked 1 stitch into the second chain from the hook and 2 of our 6 stitches. So that makes 3. And 4. Five. And 6. And now we need to work 3 stitches into the end stitch, which is this just here. Remember, the slip knot doesn't count as a stitch. That's the first one, and we're going to make the other 2 stitches into that same space. That's 2. Just tuck this tail behind, keep it out of the way. And there's the 3rd stitch. And now we're going to work 1 stitch into the next 6 stitches down the other side of the chain. Be careful not to miss this loop here. There's one. Oops, let's try that again. And I'm still not happy with that. Third time lucky. So finally, that makes 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. And then we're going to work an increase, so 2 stitches into the last stitch of that round. I'll just take this out so that you can see better where my loop is, just there. Just that single loop, so that's 1. And to complete the increase, there's 2. And that's the end of the first round. Now at this point I always count my stitches before moving on. So for the next round, the instructions can be a little bit daunting, but don't worry, it's not as complicated as it looks. Just break it down, you can even tick off each part as you do it. We're going to begin by working 1 stitch into the first stitch, followed by an increase. So there's 1 stitch. And then 1 increase. There's 1. And 2. And don't forget your stitch marker. And now we're going to work 1 stitch into the next 5 stitches. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. And now an increase, followed by a single, followed by an increase. There's 1. And 2. Followed by a single. followed by another increase. 1, and 2. We're now going to work 1 stitch into the next 7 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and just 1 more. That makes 7. And finally 1 increase in the last stitch. There's 1. Just take this marker out again to make it easier for you to see. And there it is. Two. And as you can see, you've got that nice oval shape. And then just follow the pattern instructions. And this is how it looks when it's complete. I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please like and subscribe to see more. And feel free to leave a comment. And I will see you next time.